this is day 3 of our journey to headstand, not handstand, headstand, and it's really step 3 because not everything is going to happen in one day, and not every step is going to be happening in one day. So yesterday and the day before we saw how we need the strength in the upper back, in the shoulders, that we need to have a straight neck when we put any weight over the head, that most of the weight is in the shoulders and in the arms, forearms, that we need long hamstrings so that we avoid kicking. The long hamstrings are going to enable us to have those hips in the right position. And so yesterday I didn't show against the wall, but this is the way you're going to walk towards the wall. You're going to try to take your lower back against the wall. And from that position, we're going to start lifting one leg and then lifting the other leg. So when you're working against the wall, and later on I'll say that you should be working against the couch, but let's work against the wall to start with. So you're set on your position, take your hands really close to the wall, take your head cupping into your hands, and then walk your feet, squeeze your belly, and let your lower back get to the wall. From this position, we're going to try to tuck one leg in and feel really light on the other leg. Come back, tuck one leg in and feel really light, and come back. Then you take a break, because this is always tiring. At the beginning, it's always tiring. It gets easier, but it's always tiring at the beginning. So what we want to avoid is doing this, and this happens very, very often. People think they're tucking and they're absolutely not tucking. So when you're walking your feet and you start lifting one leg like this is not what I call tucking. Tucking, it really is trying to press your knee towards your chest and staying in this position, pressing into your shoulders. So once you're in this position, you're going to try to lift both legs. No kicking. You really want to feel that with the core strength, you're going to be able to lift the second leg up. So here, we're going against the wall, touching the lower back to the wall, tuck one leg, squeeze your belly, lift the other leg, and stay in this position. You can also do this position if you can't do this one, because this one is harder. You can be here and touching just the bum towards the wall. To come back, one leg, other leg, and come down. Or try to. So, I work against the wall here, but you saw that I'm not lifting the legs. And to push people, to push my students to not lift the legs, because this is going to be important for the next 2 steps. The next 2 steps are even going to be with legs bent, all right? We want to try to forget to extend those legs too quickly. So when you practice, I would prefer my students to practice against the couch. I tell them because if you're against the couch, there's nothing up there, and so you're going to say, "Ooh," if you're scared, for example, "Ooh, I don't want to lift those legs," and you're going to practice properly. Eventually, you get to a point where you get a little bit away from the wall, and if you don't touch the wall, then you're going to start going away from the wall, going in the middle of the room, and starting to think, can I do this? I go here, I'm going to lift one knee, squeeze my belly, lift the other leg, and then you cross, you can have your feet together, and I can find a little bit of balance. And press the knees in, and if you can, very slowly without falling. So that is coming from the core. So we're starting to feel a lot of control with the core. All right? Okay, well that's step 3. So it's still, we're still starting to balance, but it's still fairly easy. All right? All right, see you tomorrow.